Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. I'm Rini and this is of course the Enchanted Planner. Okay, we are planning my horizontal for the week of September 19th. And this is the first day of fall on Thursday. So I pulled out Homebody Seasons because this is a sticker book I haven't really used a ton out of. So we're going to play a bit. Now, as most of you know, this is the it's my tarot journal, so it's still super functional. Super functional. And we're going to need some boxes though. And this is probably my best bet because I'm trying to coordinate some of the colors in here. So I'm thinking about using these leaves and then of course some of the other stuff in here. But these are very soft colors, which is fabulous. But black's probably going to be the best option. I also pulled out the regular Homebody because some of it's the same. Oh, maybe not. This is more bold. Oh well, that's a bummer. Thought it would give me more to work with, but apparently not. Okay, so we got some wax paper. Let's hit the wax paper. All right. Welcome autumn. Changes hardest at the beginning, messiest in the middle, and best at the end. Truth. That is true. Crunchy leaves and hot cheese. Yeah, I love that stuff. Love that stuff. We just got to figure out what we're going to do here. If we're going to pull any of this stuff in other than the leaves, which we may not have a ton to work with in this actual book. This is meant for a dashboard, and it's not really giving me what I need. I could pull this in. Okay. And I'd like a quote for the bottom. And seeing as how we're using those leaves, maybe we'll grab this. We also have the leaves on this one. The crisp breezes, crunchy leaves, hot tea and sweaters, please. I don't really drink tea, but you know, I'm down for the rest of it. We have this box. The only thing is with these, they blend into the damn page when they're white like that. It drives me a bit insane. So we'll have to figure out if we can do something about that. I mean, the only other thing would be to like layer it on that, and that might work. So let's pull that guy off. I haven't used Homebody Seasons in ages. Well, I mean, I used the pumpkins last year, and I was quite surprised when I found that because I was like, wow, I have not used the pumpkins at all in this book. I already have those two quotes out. And then we're into pumpkins, although there is a few hearts on here with leaves, so maybe we'll grab that. Current mood, pumpkin everything. No, not so much. Yeah, I'm not a coffee drinker. I'm not really a tea drinker. I'm not really a pumpkin spice everything girl. I mean, granted, I like pumpkin. I love pumpkin pie. Down with pumpkin pie. But I don't necessarily know that I want to drink it. My husband gets some kind of pumpkin pie blizzard at Dairy Queen. And, you know, it's nice, but I couldn't eat a whole one. Like, no. It'd be kind of nasty. I wonder if that would work. Because it would help that not blend in with the page as well. Ooh, this book's getting old, so it's getting sticky. I did want a nice big quote for the bottom, but I don't think I'm going to get one, sadly. All right. Let us have a look here. Sorry about the noise. Because I think this is getting layered on top of that. And hopefully it doesn't like leak through and look terrible. That was not very well spaced. That is a bit better. So we have that layered. And then, like I said, I was kind of looking at this for maybe something like that. Then it doesn't necessarily blend into the page, but I don't really like this color. I could cut that off though. I can cut that off, or we could put something like this over it. Sort of layer it like that, but then I got a gap. I don't know, we're gonna figure it out, right? Let's just start throwing some stickers down, shall we? But I do need some boxes, so that's where Mojo's book comes in. That's where Miss Mojo comes in, and I'd rather they were blank. Let's grab a vertical. And maybe a double box. I haven't done a double box in this layout in a while, I don't think. So let's grab one of those. Everything is sticking to me. And we'll grab one of you, although I don't know what's on the edge of you. Some kind of mess. Where's my eraser? It almost looks like something got spilled on it. No, it's actually, I think, in the paper. Well, I don't know that I like that much. That might have to get covered up. Okay, well, we can do that easy enough with another box. Okay, so let us have a look here. So if we start out something like, I kind of like that actually. So let's do that. Get that layered like that. And then I'm gonna, I think, do I want to trim that off? I don't know that I want to trim that off. I need something to cover it. Hold on. So I can make a decision. Yeah, I don't know about that. I might cut it off, I might not. Let's have a look at it when we lay it down and we'll determine then. So if we put you in here like this, because this box has lines on even though they're gold, so it can be written on. I messed myself up there, totally. Just trying to find a line to line this up with. Okay. Like I said, I don't. I kind of like it hanging out there. All right, so that's staying. That is a decision that has been made. And then I think we'll grab this one and we're gonna put this down here. And then this will be sort of a end of the week kind of recap if I need one. And like I said, oh, we still need some Tombow correction tape though. Let's get rid of that. And then maybe we put, or this one. Then maybe I'll move the other thing because at least that gets a quote down there. That at least gets a quote. So let's play around here a bit, shall we? That would be that, and we could put this here so it kind of balances out a little bit. Although that doesn't really leave me a ton of room to rat on. Well, actually I can carry the Sunday down into the bottom. That will be useful. So let's space that one about there. And then I think the double box is going to be too big for this spread, and that's okay. I need you back for a second. Hold on, because I want to see if I can cover that thing up that's going to drive me a bit nuts by being on my sticker. Okay, so easily enough. I think I'm crooked on that though, so we're going to fix that in a second. We're going to bring that guy down like so. And then we're going to bring his friend in like so. Awesome. Okay, so now I just sort of need something up here. And then we're going to go in with the leaves and all the fun stuff, because I'll get this laid in first. And I think we're going to do some smaller ones. We will do you, and not quite the littlest one, but this one. And we'll do one of you. Move that off the side. And we're going to bring you up here. Still have to leave myself room to write. That's what I'm trying to work my way around here. Because this is my journal, so it's kind of got to be kept useful. I just might have to write smaller this week on some of these days. All right, so now, like I said, we have this wonderful sheet of leaves, which I'm going to take the backing off of and get rid of. And we're going to have some fun. If I can actually get the stickers off, that is. All right, so let's take this guy. These leaves are so pretty, like so pretty. I don't know why I've never used them. It's like it didn't make any sense to me at all. Now, do I want to go inside, outside? What do I want to do? I think it's going to be a we're not going to stay in the lines type of day. But it does mean I need to go in underneath with a white pen because I don't really want the lines showing through. The gray one isn't like atrocious, but these dark black ones, I'm really happy to see that the horizontal planner made its return with the light gray lines instead of the dark black ones from years gone past. You have no idea how happy I was about that. But I think it's funny, I was talking to Di about this too. I think I may play around with a Bujo for my tarot journal next year. Simply for the fact that there are some days I need to write more than I have space for. And this has been great because really I'm sort of learning the cards, which has kind of been the premise. But now that I'm, you know, getting back into the swing of things and, you know, starting to get those like my own interpretations, I don't necessarily have enough room to write. So I'm like, well, I might want to move into something else. I'm like, I have a Scribbles That Matter journal. I'm going to rip that baby apart because I didn't want it in a bound situation. Not that, I wanted to put it on discs. So that's exactly what I did. I ripped that puppy apart and I put it on discs. Okay, so if we go down here, other than the fact that I need to white some stuff out, but these stickers, you can tell they're a couple of years old. They're getting like kind of gummy gummy sticky, if that's, you know, such a word. I might want to move that one up now. Now that I'm playing around down here. Question is, can I get it up without destroying the sticker? Nope. All right. It is staying down. So we're going to leave that guy there. We may add more to him, or we won't. Like I said, today is a no rules day in planner world, at least in my planner. Sometimes it's fun to just play outside the lines. That's what we do this hobby for anyways, is the creative aspect, right? It's like I was saying to, I can't remember who I was talking to yesterday in the comments about the fact she uses a passion planner daily. I'm like, yeah, I tried that, but I couldn't get it to work for me now. However, being said, that was before I discovered the world of stickers and washi and all the other fun things that come along with decorative planning. So who knows, maybe a passion planner daily would work for me now. But I think the fact that I don't like that. I like discs. I gotta say, like, I am firm stuck with the discs. I don't want anything that is not disc bound, because I like being able to take my pages out to write as opposed to having to fight with coils or like the fact that the paper is too high and now you're like trying to, I don't know, just no. Don't wanna. This one's kind of cute, so let's take this one. Yeah, I can't believe I have not used this book. Like, it's crazy to me. Oh, is that the same sticker? No, it's not. Okay. I was like, is that the same sticker? Let's de-stick this guy a bit. get my nails done. I got to get my hair did. I think I mentioned in the last video, I've got a wedding to go to this weekend. The youngest nephew is getting married. The other two nephews are married, and one's actually now divorced. They didn't even last a year. For 2 years, I can't remember. They got married just before my daughter did, and they did not last long. I'm like, see, that's the sad thing. Don't get married unless you really want to tough it out. Because marriage is not easy. Most of you know, but some of you may not. I've been married for 31 years, and my husband and I have been together for probably about 33-ish, I guess. And, you know, it's not always been fun. It's been messy and hurtful and all other kinds of things, but you grow together as a couple. You can't just throw in the towel, right? There was that meme that was floating around. I don't know if it was last year or the year before, sometime in the last couple of years, that was like, you know, you don't throw something out, you try and fix it. Like, you don't have to replace something every time it breaks. Sometimes you just need to try and mend it. Like, yeah, that's pretty much what marriage is. You know, just throw it out because it's not working at this particular moment in time. People change, and you need to sort of change with that flow. Okay, this is coming out kind of pretty, you guys. Not anywhere near, because when I sat down, I had no idea what I was doing. I just know I was going to use these leaves. Do we want to come in like this? I think I want to come in like that. So let's eliminate this. Yeah, marriage is it's not easy. And I think so many people get wrapped up in the idea of love, which is great. But on the other side to that, there's work involved, and not everybody wants to do the work. So I'm gonna tell you, me and my husband have been through, I think, every kind of emotion there is. I used to tell people when I introduced him, I'm like, yeah, that's my husband. I like him. They'd be like, only like? And I'm like, trust me, after this many years, like is good. Like is good. I mean, I'm cheeky, and I have a really funny sense of humor, right? So I find it hilarious. But, you know, like I'd say to them, we've been through everything. Love, lust, hate. Trust me, like is good. Okay, it's coming together. Let's like that down. All right, so as we're bouncing around from page to page here, it's cute. It's probably going to be very plain today, but it's all good. Sometimes we just need plain. Because sometimes, like I said, it gets so crazy with the stickers, and then I don't have any room to write. So especially when I start using the boxes, because what I do with the boxes is I put the affirmation, sometimes, like, not all days, but every day I pull a card, there's an affirmation that goes along with that card. So that's what I've been putting in the boxes, is that affirmation. And you need to go. I just want to trim you bye-bye. Trim you bye-bye, bye-bye, bye-bye. All right, what else can we get into here? We got this guy. Probably fit right there very well. Yeah, this guy's going to be probably fairly sparsely decorated compared to my usual spreads, but I actually quite like it. I think it's perfect for this week, I think, especially in this planner, because like I said, it's my journal. And this baby gets filled up pretty good. We're also going to stick stickers. This is probably going to look really good after the pen, I think. Oh, my chair is being really obnoxious today. So I got the leaves there, and we got the leaves there and there. I got to leave myself room to write. I got lots of room to write on Wednesday, the whole thing. But the rest of the days, not so much. But that's okay. It will be fabulous. Plus, I can always leave myself some leaves for another spread. Let me just lay that there for a second, see what I think. I think it's doable. This needs to be whited out, though. Where's my Tombow? Tombow. There you are. This will make much better work. Now, sometimes I will use the pen, like the gel pen. Sometimes I will use the correction tape. The correction tape is, I find, a little bit more noticeable and sometimes harder to gauge where the heck you're laying in, because I went too high on that. Where's my X-Acto knife? And if you go too high and you're gentle, this works much better with the gel pen, but it does work if needed with these things. Okay, I want just a tiny bit. Okay, there we go. There we go, there we go, there we go. Okay, I'm thinking we is done. Yeah, I'm thinking we is done. Simply for the fact that, like I said, I need to leave myself room to write. So let's throw this guy back on the discs. And see what it looks like. Ooh, it looks so good with the dark discs. So I love the black discs. They make all the layouts pop. All right, you guys, that is a wrap. Thank you so much for watching. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up. If you're not subscribed, consider subscribing while you're here. If you're new to the channel, drop us a comment down below so we can all formally welcome you to our wonderful community. Thanks so much for watching. I'll see you next time. Ciao!